What's up, guys? So I recently posted about sunflowers and all of their medicinal healing remedies, and I had a lot of people interested in how the heck do you make sunflower leaf paste. And if you read the blog later on our Facebook, Gram Fam Farm, you'll see that the sunflower leaf paste was used to relieve headaches back when Native Americans were really wholly into the medicinal herbs. And so I thought today I would show you how to make sunflower leaf paste. So first you're going to need a sunflower leaf. I just plucked this one from my garden. The size is really important. You don't need one that's too big. We have leaves out there that are ginormous, and we have leaves that are very tiny on different sizes of sunflowers that we have. But you just want one that's about the size of your head, especially if you're using this on a child, which is the perfect place to try this. It's great for children's headaches. It relieves them very quickly, and then you don't have to worry about giving them Advil or Tylenol or anything like that. So you'll need your leaf, and we don't dry our leaves. For this paste, we like them wet. If you do use a dry leaf, you're just going to have to use more distilled water later on. But I like to get them fresh. I also like to pick a leaf that's kind of at the end of its life cycle almost, not dying by any means, but maybe it's got a few, caterpillar marks where it's eaten it, or it's maybe not looking as green as it should. I like to use those because it's still really great for this paste, and I'm not taking the best leaves off of the plant. So that is our sunflower leaf. You will need that. The next thing you're going to need is a spatula or scraper for your mortar and pestle. I have a scraper somewhere. I couldn't find it, so we're going to spatula it up. Then you'll need a piece of muslin or cloth. This is actually the sleeve for a broken arm cast or a broken leg cast. So it's perfect for this. It's double layered, even, stretchy. It's just great, just enough to go right across the forehead. Then you're going to need some distilled water. I like the distilled water a lot better than spring water or purified water because it's that open ion. When they distill it, it actually is evaporated into the air, caught again, turned into water. As it catches, it comes down into the liquid form, and it creates an open ion. And as that open ion, it basically wants to close all the time. So it's looking for something to connect to and close in on. So when it hits the sunflower and all of its medicinal properties, it's going to close in on that and pull those straight out. So distilled water is huge for me when we're making any sort of remedy at all. Same thing when I make colloidal silver, it's distilled water. Next, you're going to need a very good knife. So I have a good knife here. You're going to need a cutting board. And most importantly, you're going to need your mortar and pestle. I love my mortar and pestle. I've used it in 1 or 2 different videos, and there will be more to come. So the first step is to take your leaf, and you're going to destem it. You're going to cut off the stem until right about where it meets the base of the leaf. And we are going to do that first. Make a good cut. And like I said, the fresher leaf is going to be better for the paste because there's so much water inside the leaf itself. And as you know, that's why you dry it. But it's really great for this sort of remedy when you're making a paste. And this is actually called a poultice. So if you really want to get technical on the herbal side of it, we're making a poultice here. But we're going to call it the sunflower leaf paste. So you take your leaf and you're going to fold it. Fold it again. Make sure it's never overlapping really like this. I don't like the tail. Fold it again, and fold it again. You're getting a wad of leaf. That's what you want, a wad of leaf. And you're going to start on the end that you just cut the stem off of. It's just the basic cut that you're going to use for any sort of chopping into small bits. The bits that you're cutting are going to be about this big. And sorry if you can't see my cutting board. I'm just going to be cutting the leaf very, very small, and you're going to end up with these little kind of curly strands because the leaf's folded over onto itself. I'll show you one of them. So it turns into just a really long, skinny leaf strand. Keep cutting all the way to the end, and as you're cutting, just keep smushing the leaf together. That's the most important part, is to smush it together. Keep smushing. You'll get all the way to the end, and you want to just get as many layers in your cut as possible. And you're going to create these tiny little pieces of leaf And you can feel, I mean, sunflower leaf to me kind of smells pepperminty in a way, which is weird because it shouldn't. I mean, pepperminty and fresh, just really nice leafy smell. But you've got all your little cuts here, and you're going to drop them into your mortar and pestle, or your mortar. And my son thinks I'm hilarious over there. Okay, so you're going to put them in, and once you have, inside your mortar there, you should have a nice little batch of it. If you pick the right size leaf, it's about a handful. Now what you're going to do is you're going to add maybe a teaspoon of water to one side and a teaspoon of water to the other side. That's it for the first go. You're going to take your pestle and you are going to start smashing, mashing, smashing. And as you start to mash and smash, you're going to instantly see, and I'll get closer so you can kind of take a look at what it is. Hopefully you can see that. It's going to start greening on you. And hilarious if I'm not even in the camera angle. But it's going to start turning into a green mush. And that's what you want.
I have a question. How does it turn black if the leaf is green?
It actually doesn't turn black. It's just turning dark green. But it kind of looks black. And you're going to...
How does it turn dark green?
Well, inside the leaf, the color is very, very green. And so you're getting all of that color and turning it into your paste. So you keep going the whole way around. I kind of spin the bowl a little bit on it. Just hit everything up. And I'll show you the goop that comes out of it. Keep grinding. Oh my gosh, I'm making things fall underneath my cabinet. Keep going. Then, I'll show you our end product before we add a bit more water. So as you can see, I mean, if you look, try to scrape some. If you look at it, I mean, it's a pretty good mush right now. It'll leave you green, but it doesn't stain like other herbs and plants. So keep going, keep mushing. Okay. And once you've got everything pretty mashed, you're not trying to make a soup with it. I mean, if you've got a soup, you did too much water. But it should look something like this. Enough consistency where it's still going to hold itself together, but is one big mush. That's the perfect time. Okay, you're going to add a tiny bit more water, I mean the tiniest bit, and that's just to kind of scrape everything together. Really, really good, scrape it all together. Okay, and this is the basics for any poultice. It's just the difference is the type of plant you're using. So technically this is a sunflower leaf poultice. And you are always going to put poultices onto a muslin cloth or some sort of cloth that's cotton or something very breathable. Okay. I've got a very good consistency here now. So, my mashing is complete. Push it out of the way. Okay, then I'm going to take my cloth and I'm literally just going to wipe the poultice onto the cloth. So that's the first part of it. We're going to get a lot more. I'm going to take my spatula and scrape around as much as I can. Like I said, I have these really cool scrapers and I couldn't find them. Next video, all right? And so it's looking like a really nice mush. And you're just going to scrape it across your cloth. You want kind of a layer on here. Maybe a centimeter thick. That's a guess. And you'll just use it all. Use that entire leaf and put it right on there. And your cloth is about, a forehead length. Maybe a little longer. So put the poultice into the middle of it in a nice strip. So I'll show you. So that's about what it's going to be. That's about the consistency. And that's it. That's literally it. Then you're going to get your kid, if they have a really bad headache, and you literally just place the poultice right on their head, just like that, and have them lay down. And what that's going to do is it's just going to allow the plant material to do its magic right against the forehead of the skin. And the skin of the forehead. Yeah, forehead of the skin, that didn't work. The skin of the forehead. But I always, underneath it, I'll usually grab, and I'll show you the one from this morning actually. Underneath it, I grab, so this is Dallon's from this morning. It's already rolled up, and see how it's drier, right? It's drier now. And underneath it, I just laid a white cloth because it does kind of, this isn't going to stain, but it does kind of color your cloth for a minute, or maybe your hand or something. So I kind of laid on the head like that, and then right on there. But this is your fresh one, and you just keep it on until the headache's gone. My kid fell asleep soon after, so it was perfect. But that is how you make a poultice. It is as easy as that. Try lots of different plants with it. Again, you don't eat a poultice. Some people are asking me, like, do you eat it? You don't eat it. You place it on your forehead. It stays topical on the outside of your body. Sometimes bread and milk back in the day was used as a poultice to pull out infection. There's lots of different poultices you can make. And herbs make great poultices. Fantastic poultices. So let me know if you have any questions. We'd love for you guys to check us out on Facebook or jump on our website, grandfanfarm.com, and look forward to lots more videos. So thanks, guys, and we will talk with you soon.